long-term treatment and short-term treatments, or vice versa, short-term versus long-term treatments. So when it comes to hyperhidrosis, treatment is being administered in levels. The treatment process is administered in levels. So you start with your level 1 treatment as you cascade down. Level 1 treatment will involve the use of clinical antiperspirants, which are the topical treatments. Your clinical antiperspirants, they cater for a wide range of areas of focus. This will include the hands, feet, the underarms, the face, scalp, inguinal areas, the areas where the sun don't shine, as described by people. So these areas will include the groin area and the trunk, makalio, the trunk. There's also the sweat from the chest area and the back. So we have topical applications or topical treatments that are designed to manage excessive sweating in the areas mentioned. And there are topical treatments which come in bundle. For instance, you have your PM and AM for the underarms. That is a bundle. We also have a bundle for craniofacial hyperhidrosis, which is the excessive sweating of the scalp and face. So there is a bundle for that where you have a scalp serum for the scalp and a facial gel for the face. Then you have a bundle also for inguinal areas where they use there is an action cream or sweat absorbing antiperspirant or sweat absorbing powders to deal with the sweat in those specific areas. So why do we address it as short-term treatments? I know that is the question we may have. Well, they're short-term treatments because these products, they deplete by the use. So if you're using a topical application such as a brand like Cape, Sweat Block, and the rest, the usage, it depletes with the usage. It's supposed to last you between a month and a half to 2 months. So this means after 2 months, you have to buy another one to use. That's why it's short term. Do they provide the satisfactory results? Again, as explained multiple times, that effectiveness depends on body chemistry. Of course, it has worked for many. And then now for the individuals that it didn't work for them, it didn't provide me with the satisfactory results I was looking for. Maybe they were aiming for 90% success rate in sweat reduction and they only received 50% or even lower than 50, then the next option will be antiophoresis machine, which is now long-term treatment. And antiophoresis machine has been scientifically proven to reduce excessive sweating by a huge margin. We're talking about 90 to 98%. Why is it long-term? It's because once you buy that machine once, you just use it until it malfunctions. And the device itself, or rather the treatment option, only requires tap water. Is it costly? Yes, it's costly depending on the brand and also the features that you're looking for. A machine that has extensive features, definitely it's going to be costly. However, you're looking at it as an investment. So I'm going to invest in this machine and it's more of long term. So once I buy it, I won't have to buy unless I want to upgrade to a different machine, which you can sell the one you have or you give it away. It's all, a personal decision. However, it's more of long term because once you have it, the only thing that determines the results and the treatment process is the water source. The best water source to use, of course, is the tap water. What if you're using a different source like borehole water and it may not be able to work effectively? You switch the water source. It only requires water. And once you have that machine, it's one off. You've bought it, it's one off. All you have to do is to be disciplined in your sessions. You fail to do your sessions, you'll go back to square one. And we have clients who have bought these machines and they're working. There are those also who have experienced some technical difficulties. And this goes down to how you connect the device, how you do your sessions. As advised, we have done tons of videos with Dan, the senior VP of sales of RF Fisher. I've done multiple videos with him and he's talked about, using the highest milliamperes when it comes to managing excessive sweating. So even if you're using Dermadry brand, which is a different brand of antiphoresis machine, I think the highest milliamperes is 15. So you're supposed to use 15. However, most clients, when they use the highest, they feel there's that feeling inakwaga hapo. It's like, ni kama unasikia unadungwa kwa, that's how you know it's working. There are those who don't like using the highest milliamperes, so they tend to go for a much lower milliamperes. And one thing they end up realizing is that at first it works for them, and then it gets to a point where it's like it's not working. And that is not the case. You're using less. You're supposed to use the highest. If it is 15, go for that 15. Go for the 15. Alafu, vumilia. If you want results, it's the same thing as, hitting the gym. They say it, no pain, no gain. If you don't get used to those milliamperes, then you're going to look at this treatment option, the long term, as it's not working. Utaanza kuona ni kama you made a bad financial decision to get the device. No. Use the highest milliamperes and then also be very disciplined in your sessions. You cannot do the session once and you expect to be dry. At least 3 to 4 days a week. 3 to 4 days. And you're doing it at night. So umefika, relax, you're just chilled, you do your sessions. There are brands which, for instance, like the Fisher machine, you can do both sessions at the same time. You can do both your hands and feet at the same time. And it has some very wonderful features. For instance, with the Fisher, unaweza kuwa unafanya sessions both and then you receive a phone call or someone knocks at your door. You can just, unaweza toka, you can answer your phone or go open up the door and it will still retain the features, the setup yenye ulikuwa umeweka. Itaacha tu hapo. And then once you come back and you lay your hands and feet on the tray, it will automatically pick and continue. You see, some of these features are specifically on that brand. So you can expect it to be a bit costly. However, you're looking at it as value for money. It's an investment and this is the value that I'm going to get from it. Not to throw Dermadry under the bus, no, because most of our clients, it's only one client who bought the Fisher. The rest of our clients, when you're talking of 30 plus clients, have bought Dermadry. Is it working for them? Yes, it is. For those who are keen and have been very disciplined in their sessions, you must create time. There is no way about it. You must create time. If you really want to see the difference in your sweat patterns, if you want to see that sweat reduction, you must create time. I have a client who bought the previous version of Dermadry. I think it was way back in 2021 thereof, when they used to have those aluminum plates. Currently, they have silicon graphite plates. The silicon graphites, which, compared to aluminum is very corrosive. It kurust na such like things. However, those who had the previous, the aluminum plates, if you talk to them, they will tell you that the aluminum version, when they switched up to silicon graphite, they actually found out that the aluminum plate was more effective for them, and these are just individual, experiences. We're not saying that when you switch up to the modern versions that have silicon graphite that you will not experience, the same results as the earlier devices. No, it's just the experiences. And this particular client alinunua hiyo, and it's really, really helpful. Imemsaidia sana as a student who does animations. She will even travel up country. There was a time she traveled akaisahau for like a month, but while at home up country, for the period of time alikuwa huko, she wasn't sweating. Reasons for this is because she was really disciplined in her sessions. And the moment you're disciplined, you'll start seeing the results yourself. So we're not saying that short-term treatments seem zuri. No, short-term treatments are also good. As a matter of fact, we have individuals with sweat issues, but their sweat is more mild. Those are the individuals who enjoy topical treatments. They really do. It works like magic for them. However, for individuals who have excessive sweating, chances are they end up combining both treatments, short-term and long-term. And there are those who even combine the three, short-term, long-term, and medical treatments. And for medical, you have to consult a certified dermatologist to get a prescription of anticholinergic medications. And by the way, they do have side effects. You need to understand the side effects before you even get a prescription. And this is well explained by a certified dermatologist that you choose to consult. However, for individuals who are doing self-medication, which I've been talking against it for the longest time. However, people will always be people. They're using different ones. They don't even understand the milligrams they're supposed to be using. That's why most of you are even experiencing very weird side effects, is because you don't understand the milligrams you're using. I highly encourage and recommend that you consult a certified dermatologist, because they need to know and understand your category of sweat. And from there, they will know the best dosage to initialize. And mostly they do it like for the first 2 weeks dosage to see how it fares on with you. But if you're out here self-medicating, you may not understand some of these things. Short-term treatments, long-term treatments, each has their own benefits. Let us know what you think. Share your experiences hapo kwa comment section, and we value your feedback. We would really love to hear from you. Sweat without shame, rejesha ujasiri wako, and welcome to the Sweat Relationship, baby. Yeah.